Swale delighted, and so were Scotland's Stephen Maguire after a very efficient 10-3 victory over Joe Perry. The former UK champion through with ease. After a faltering start, the 1998 world champion John Higgins pulled away from 3-3 to beat a demoralised Michael Holt 10-4. Matthew Stevens engineered the biggest runaway of round one, easing past the Dubliner Joe Delaney 10-2, the part-time upholsterer largely kept in his chair. But Fergal O'Brien went the distance, beating number 12 seed Barry Hawkins 10-9, thanks to a tremendous 41 clearance under pressure in the decider. On then to Ding versus O'Sullivan, who was outstanding when they met in the Masters final in January. And O'Sullivan excellence has been the story again thus far. He leads Ding 5-0. Here's frame 6, commentating Clive Everton and John Fergal.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 32.
Well, it wasn't a sitter, but it was one that he expected to pot. He plays so well left-handed that maybe he doesn't get enough practice with the rest.
I was thinking the same myself, Clive. Nice pot. Is he on the black?
One.
Well, he is, but he's too straight. Now, unless there's a red available, he's going to struggle to be on anything after the black. Is there a red available? I don't think the cannon's on. Well, he thinks there's one to the left middle.
8.
If he's on it, he's played a nice positional shot there. Now he's playing the plant. And he's got it. Good shot. First time really he's had his hand on the table for about 4 frames. What can he make of this chance?
Into the bunch again.
16. 17.
And by doing so has created a frame-winning opportunity.
$24. 25. 32. 33. 40. 41.
Every credit to Ding Junhui. He's taken these very nicely so far. There's a lot of pressure on him, as you can imagine. I mean, he's been sat out really for the first 5 frames.
$48.
Well, Well, he's a choice of reds. I think he played for the one just to the left of the 3 in the middle of the table. He didn't play for this one.
49.
But he's played that nicely. Interesting to see where the pink goes after it's potted. Be handy for Ding if it wouldn't go on its own spot, went on the blue spot. Well, that's the case, 24 points
55.
in front. You'd be amazed if you didn't win the frame now at this visit.
56.
Oh, he's short of pace for the pink. So he's made it difficult for himself.
A kick may have been responsible. Oh, it was. Nicely rescued. Stunning right hand side.
62.
Bringing the cue ball off 2 cushions.
$63.
.38 ahead, 35
69.
remaining, but they won't be for long because this red is a sit-up. And a good performance this from Ding Junhui. After what's happened in the first 5 frames, to get this opportunity and take it as accomplished as he has. Very well played. So as I said at the end of the last frame, Clive, Ronnie knows that this young man, if he gets chances, is still a dangerous
78.
opponent. So there's 3 more frames after this. Very big frames, I would have suggested.
81.
Can Ronnie keep his lead, or can Ding Junhui get right back in this match?
$85.
Well, it's always easier when the frame's in the bag, but by any standards that was a very good shot.
96.
Ding Junhui's 92nd century in professional competition. The clearance at 103 gets him off the mark, but he still trails by 5 frames to 1.
It was only a brief interruption to O'Sullivan's dominance. This is a match in sharp focus, and it's 8-2 in favour of the Englishman as we rejoin this surprisingly one-sided contest with Dennis Taylor and Willie Thorne now in the broadcast booth.
1. Six. 7.
This is the one. If he gets a nice kiss here, it gives him an opportunity to win the frame. That's turned out okay because he didn't stun. This is the
14.
angle we saw from the overhead camera there. It's perfect, isn't it? Choice of reds here, one in the middle or the one in the corner. If he plays the one in the corner, it tells me that the black's probably available in the same pocket. Yes, it is.
15.
Didn't look like it from that position, did it? Chance to go one away from the winning post here.
$22. $23. 30.
17 the difference. Not looking good for Ding here because
You'd spot it again?
if he's 9-2 up, there's nowhere back then. You always feel when your opponent needs 2 frames that you're still in with a bit of a chance.
31. $38. 39. 45.
2 more reds and colours.
46.
So you won't be playing to move one of the reds, you'll just play for the loose red because that's virtually frameable. Just glancing at the scoreboard, always got to be aware of that, of course. Another glance will tell him he's 39 in front.
52.
Just red and colour.
$53. Again.
Yeah, the photographers
Can you just come
again.
with me to back?
I think if they wait till he plays the shot and then clicks, it's okay. It's a bit when you're at the golf tournament. If it clicked before
As
the
last
player
time now,
takes
okay,
his
otherwise I have
backswing.
to empty this little. Just, well, take your photograph after he's played the shot, not while he's addressing the cue ball, because it's in his head now that you're going to click. So I don't want any discussion about it, I just want you to do it after the shot.
Yeah, all they're asking is to click the camera after the shot, not before you cue the ball, and that's what Jan was telling the photographers there. And that's virtually the frame safe.
59. 60.
That's the kind of shot that O'Sullivan seems to play a lot better than most of the players. The ball's all on the cushion. He's very, very proficient at that shot.
66. 67.
Can make, of course, exactly 100 now if in taking the pink. Beautiful shot.
73. 75. 78. 82.
We've had 9 centuries so far at the Crucible this year. Ronnie's had 1 in this match, and the White's got to run a bit if he's going to have another. It's not going to reach.
Well, what a shame, no century from O'Sullivan, but it did the important things. Good enough point to win the frame at 1 visit. Ding Junhui now trails by 9 frames to 2.
Well, there's normally an interval after 4 frames of a session. Are we going to get to that interval? Ronnie just needs 1 frame to get through to the last 16.
Little bit of a result there. I know there's a red, as we see Ronnie play the shot there. There's a red available into the middle, but it would be a lot easier to play one into the corner. But black spot is free, so if he does pot this and get onto blue or bought colour, there's plenty of chance for Ding to score quite heavily here. And Danny's not throwing the towel in, he's still giving it 110%. I suppose there's also a chance of getting the highest break then, isn't there? That comes to a few pounds, so there's still a chance if you can make about a 140 or something, you could have been the high break.
Six.
Very disappointed there. Played the cannon.
13.
The cue ball's just run through that extra half an inch. He's just played to nudge into that red, you see, to leave the one in the right hand corner. It's just pushed through the white.
Ding Junhui, 13.
Good length of cue ball. This is the cannon he played, you see, and it just pushed through the gap there. You would have seen it been absolutely perfect should it have worked. In fairness, it was a poor shot because it was a straightforward kiss, but a little unlucky to go touching ball.
Well, that last safety shot has pushed the black a little bit awkward. Ding has got a long red into the left corner. It looks to be almost straight. A little bit of angle to work with. Now where's that red going to finish? Looks like over the middle pocket. And that's the sort of thing that happens when you're struggling for a bit of form. Loss of confidence. When you do have a go, that's the sort of thing that happens. When you're playing well and you take a risky one, you normally get away with it.
One. Six. Seven. $13. 14. 20. 21.
Ronnie purposely playing for this red here because it of course frees the red at the back of the bunch here, and
27.
he'll be two shots away before he goes into them. If he gets a nice angle on the pink, even though he's got the loose red, he'll go into them, because if he hits the joint of the loose red in the pack, they'll split perfectly.
28.
It's what a great pack if he gets through the loose red. I think the one may pot past the black quite comfortably. So this is a chance of frame and match.
34. 35.
Just see how he leaves an angle on the red there, the loose red, after potting this pink. So he's purposely left an angle so that he can pot this and go into the
41.
reds.
42.
Could have been better. He thought he was going to open all the reds up. It just seemed to stick on them there and just freed two. Well, he only hit the one red. That's why it finished up as it did. And this is where the left hand is so useful. And he could...
44.
Well, he'll use the rest, but he could use his left hand again for the one into the right corner. I mean, here we go again. I mean, he just looks the same with his left hand as he does with his right. I mean, that's sensational. Not 45. So much the pot. Look what he did with the white. Left the perfect angle on the pink to go into the four reds. I mean, what an asset that is.
Okay.
And this is key to the match. If this works out, it's all over. And I'm sure Ding, well, he looks a bit fed up there, but he'll have learned so much from his first visit to the Crucible Theatre. He is a future world champion. Now, does that red pass?
51.
If the red passes the other two, it's end of match.
$52.
Yes, and his pot success rate is still at 95%, which is quite remarkable over 12 frames. He's going to be a handful for most players, he always is, but when he's in this frame of mind, he's going to be a tough man to beat. He's got one of the toughest draws though, Dennis, hasn't he, in the tournament? It's not going to be an easy draw.
Well, his first round draw, everyone thought
59.
was going to be so difficult for him. It hasn't materialised. Unfortunately, we're all expecting a very close match, but Ronnie has been sensational. Ding never really got going in the first session, and he'll be back many more times
65.
at the Crucible, but for this year, it's the end for the young Chinese sensation. But he's great for the game
66.
of snooker, really, and great for snooker around the world. Well, a very fast bounce
72.
off the cushion, but Ronnie won't be too disappointed, I don't think, with that. It's going to stop him from possibly finishing with a century break. It's been all one-way traffic. Be interesting to hear what Ronnie has to say about the match afterwards in his interview. Nearly pulled it off, but not quite.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ding Junhui comes forward. A nice little smile from Ding. That's good to see. And congratulates Ronnie O'Sullivan. What a start to this year's World Championship for Ronnie O'Sullivan. An emphatic victory, 10 frames to 2. And didn't the crowd enjoy that one?